Another essential kick at rugby from mostly 9s, 10s, fullbacks and 12s is a spiral kick. You get more distance but not as much accuracy as the drop punt. As I said before, body mechanics stay the same. Ball outside you, and that natural angle as your leg comes through as a J, comes through a bit curled and follows through up into the target. As the ball comes off your foot, you should keep your right hand on it as much as possible to get the placement of the ball. If you let it go too early, the ball can move and it can come off the foot very ugly. But as I say, try and keep it quite thin, but nose facing down into the foot. So as you come off the ball, it should come off that angle. That angle. And I'll just try and show you if I can get one now.
Right, at that time, as you can see, Sam went out and met the ball. He interested the defender and then chose a side, which way to go.
Now, using Toby and Fergus's help, I'm going to show you how it's done as a front three. Okay, so the loose head starts, takes his bind, opens his shoulder out, tight head comes in, slightly advanced ahead of the loose head and hooker, nice and square, ready to crouch and into the engage. Before we crouch, there's one final thing the hooker should do on the setup, and that is with his both arms, is pull back to tighten the bind. Okay, the hooker is going to take the scrum down. So, on you, Toby. Okay, notice that both my outside arm and Fergus's outside arm are ready for the new rules for the touch, and then for me to be withdrawn into this position, ready for the engage as a tight head, to work the loose head's arm, and at the same time for Fergus, ready for the engage, to take a quick high bind on the tight head prop.
The next section we're going to look at is the no pickup in the pass. And if Pierre, if you just go back to where you were, there, and just pass the ball to me. I know we're only doing it at slow speed, so it's a bit exaggerated, but if I can just come in and show you what I understand by no pickup. If I'm passing to Pierre, that ball needs to be swept away. When I mean swept away, I mean it needs to be no pickup whatsoever. A bad pickup from a scrum half is a scrum half who will pick up at that, wind it up and pass. That's a very exaggerated one. But even a small pickup and pass may lead to you getting your hand snagged and a poor pass because it will get fumbled on the floor. So what we're looking at here, to get a real crisp, smooth pass, is the ball, the backhand comes, hits first, and then the left hand, which, as I'm off my right hand here, supports, and both hands follow the target, which we'll come on to in a second. But I'll just go through those key points again. The backhand hits first, pushes, as if you're doing, almost imagine doing a one-hand pass, pushes it onto the right, and the ball's released. As opposed to what Pierre was doing, which was he was picking up and then come back in.